So hey you guys, it's me, the Godless Guitarist, and hit something of a milestone. I came out as atheist to my parents. Um, Now, what it sparked it was my mom had questioned me about something and said, well, you don't believe in God, do you? And I said, no. I said, I'm an atheist. And she said, well, why are you an atheist? I told her, because I have no evidence of the existence of any God or gods, or any deity for that matter. And her mouth dropped open, and she said, you want evidence for God? She said, when you were adopted, we were the only family that you could be adopted to because your birth mother requested that you be adopted to a Catholic family with an Hispanic background. We were the only family in Michigan that met the requirement, and we just happened to be there. You think that was chance? And I said, no, it was simply that you met the requirements. Now, was there a chance that you couldn't have, and I could have been put into like foster care or something like that? Abortion wasn't an option because my birth mother was Mexican, Catholic, and 19 years old. It would not have gone over well with her own family. Um, was there a chance that something that I couldn't have been adopted? Yeah, there was that chance. There was that possibility. But the fact is that they met the requirements. God had nothing to do with it. So needless to say, my parents are pissed off and a little disappointed at me, but this is not as dramatic or as terrible as some of the accounts, that I've read. People being disowned, thrown out of their parents' houses, um, complete and total ostracization at their jobs, in their neighborhoods, to even threats of death by own family members, especially if you're a former Muslim. The point of this whole thing is that if you are questioning your faith, if you're sure in your mind that this whole religion shit is not for you, and you would rather think rationally and logically, then there are places for you to go online. There's social media forums. There's resources. There's hangouts. There are groups on Facebook, things like that. So there are resources for you. You are not alone. There are places where you can go and ask questions and share your thoughts and your experiences and help. Hopefully you'll get some answers, because a lot of us have been there. A lot of us have struggled as you've struggled. I was Catholic until I decided that this whole God thing really wasn't working. That happened about 10 years old. I was told that if I can continue to sin, that God cannot and will not forgive me by a priest. But the Bible says that God always will forgive you if you accept Him. So, contradiction there. I was also told that God would heal my eyes if I prayed hard enough. Congratulations, asshole. I'm still blind. Yeah, unless I get some new eyeballs, myopia is going to be with me till I die. But I'm okay with that, because we've science. We have ophthalmology. We don't have God. And guess what? Praying didn't work. And I prayed my ass off, and that's when I knew this is bullshit, but I had to keep it hidden. I had to keep it silent. My parents would have flipped out. Even though, like, my other siblings tried to rebel, I'm sure that they would have had a very hard time. They still go to church. I don't. Not for a long time. But, like I said, if you're struggling, there are places for you to go. Hell, come to me and ask questions. I'll be happy to answer them. Visit my Facebook page. I don't care. Just ask someone, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Never be afraid to ask questions. Remember, if you're questioning your own religion, that's what got you there, is asking questions. Why? Why does this not make sense? Why is this contradictory? Why is if God is so loving and so real. I mean, we've heard the questions because we asked them ourselves. And that's why we are now atheists and anti-theists and apostates and epistemists and just don't want anything to do with religion because it is very harmful. So you're not alone. There are people out there who identify with you and who are empathetic enough to discuss things with you. So stay godless, stay metal, and don't let anybody tell you different.